It's 3 o'clock Eastern, noontime Pacific. I'm Todd Vanderheyden. It's good to have you with us from across Canada on this Monday. We're following breaking news out of Turkey and Syria. A massive rescue operation is underway after two major earthquakes hit the region. A magnitude 7.8 quake hit early Monday morning in southern Turkey, northern Syria. More than 2,700 people are believed to be killed, many more injured. The death toll is expected to rise, and there are many people still believed to be trapped under the debris. Thousands of buildings collapsed in those regions. The epicenter of the first quake, which had a strength of 7.8, was near the city of Gaziantep in southern Turkey. The second, which measured 7.5, was around 100 kilometers north in the Turkish province of Kahramanmaraş. Let's go to Talat Ahmed. He is a freelance journalist based in Istanbul, Turkey. Tala, thank you for taking the time to come on the program with us. What's the situation right now?
The situation is very tense. The rescue operations has been underway, but when we are talking about this specific earthquake, it hit almost 10 major countries of Turkey, and we are talking about almost 13 million people who have been affected by this major earthquake that hit the Turkey earlier today. And the situation is very critical because of the weather as well. It's been quite cold here in Turkey, and especially in the southern part of Turkey. The relief activities have been carried out, but due to the severe weather conditions, they are having a lot of issues in carrying out the relief activities, and especially in the Hatay region, where the airport has been damaged and the services have been dismantled. Similarly, the Hatay Gaziantep highway has been damaged. So it has been very difficult for the relief teams to reach out to these cities, and especially even in the cities where the relief camp have been established, it's been quite cold and snowing. So it's very difficult for the people to even after being rescued to live in these severe weather conditions out there.
How widespread is the damage based on what you're seeing and what you're hearing, Thala?
Okay, as per the Ministry of Disaster Management, around 5,000 building has been totally damaged. But when we are talking about the damage, the building collapsing has been continued throughout the day, and we are still receiving news about multiple buildings collapsing in different cities. So we can't be sure because it's a developing situation, and with the rescue operations going on, this number in terms of material as well as human damage will increase. But currently, as per the latest updates, around that number has reached almost 1,700, and around 12,000 people have been injured up till now. So this number will increase with time as well.
Tell me about the rescue and relief efforts. We know that Turkey obviously has an earthquake strategy team in place because it is familiar with earthquakes. Of course, it sits in an earthquake zone. Other countries are now stepping in to try and help. The United Nations, Azerbaijan, the European Union, the United States, to help Turkey, but also, Thala, to help what's going on in northern Syria, where they do not have this sort of earthquake rescue infrastructure.
Yes, in Turkey, the government has announced about the alert number 4, which calls about evacuation of all the residents from the affected areas. Similarly, it talks about the foreign aid being required to deal with this massive catastrophe that has been hit. But when it comes to, as I was talking about, the lines of communication has been destroyed in the major cities. But the situation is even worse when talking about the northern Syria, where it is very difficult for the humanitarian aid to reach out to the people, and the situation in Syria was already very difficult as compared to Turkey. So it's very difficult for these all rescue operations to reach out to the northern Syria as compared to Turkey regions. But organizations are still working on that, and international powers, especially the world powers, UN, and other organizations need to step in now. It's their time to deliver to the people of Turkey and Syria who are looking for their help.
And of course, it's now just past 11 o'clock in the evening in Gaziantep and elsewhere, which is going to make things more difficult as well, Thala, in trying to find people and rescue them.
Yeah, the rescue operation are continue. Just like 15 minutes ago, they found a girl, 18-year-old girl from the rubbles alive, and the rescue operation is going on, and they are still trying to find the people if they can get find alive under the rubble. The operations is going on, and they are expecting to expand the operations by the morning because the teams have left from Istanbul, and the other teams from other countries are reaching to Turkey as well. So they will try to expand the operations. And as I was talking about, it has hit almost 10 major cities, and we are talking about 13 million people. So the magnitude, the area, the geography is quite big. So it will take a lot of time to carry out and complete these whole search and rescue operations.
Thala, thank you for taking some time for us in Canada. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thala
Thank
Ahmed is a freelance journalist based in Istanbul in Turkey. We're going to continue to follow this story closely for you right here on CTV News Channel. And as Thala was telling us, one of the issues, of course,